face was Harlem, New York City. But what we didn't know was that there was a slime ball that wanted to own your soul. He calls himself Jewish. You might have heard of it. He came to Harlem in the 1900s. And what he did was he opened up synagogues and trained black people how to be rabbis, how to serve the Jewish faith of white people. But he didn't know and understand the Most High. The Lord brought brothers up from Florida. One of those brothers was a very great man known as Chief Head Priest Yaquan. Give it up, please. Yaquan joined one of those schools called the House of Torah. But something happened in the House of Torah. The head man, who we all know as our Bennett, was rebellious, like you didn't saw. So he started examining what was being taught and questioning the validity of his own faith. And then he discovered something. He said, wait a minute. These are not white people. Jesus Christ is a black man. So he then went around to all the black synagogues on the East Coast and started to talk to them and tell them about his history and tell them about what he found. This is up in the 60s. And many of them didn't want to hear this, buried their head. They took their checks from the so-called Jew. They got their rabbi certificates from the so-called Jew. But Bivens was determined because the Lord was with him. The Lord did not want the children of Israel following a false religion. And me, myself, I hate fake religion. Yes, sir. Oh my God, it just drives me crazy. Everything we ever wanted, this person, everything we ever wanted, the Lord had for us in the truth. Yet we chose to join everybody else's religion. I'm sorry, I'm popular speakers, y'all. I'm used to being on the street like this. You the devil, the white man. They've been trying to get me to use the mic probably for 20 years. Like, General, you got back off the mic. Give them a little space on the mic. But when you on the street, in the heat of the battle, you understand, y'all know these niggas know. I hear these niggas there. They know. You up on that mic out trying to put hell on the street to wake people up. So Bivens went and he tried to teach these kids and showed them that they was off, that they were missing something, and they didn't want to hear. So he went back and he got his men together, including the great Yaquan, and he went out on the street, which was also biblical as he figured out. And he went out on that street and he started to prophesy. He started to teach. He started to wake brothers up. Late 60s by then. No, early 60s by then. They hated him for it. The Christian church, which you know today, a lot of you don't know, the Christian church used to bring speakers out 7 feet high across the street from our campus in the 60s in an attempt to drown us out. The Muslims would come out of their temple on 5th Avenue, line up 1,000 bow ties. They was big back then. They used to disrespect Bivens, and they used to say, what you niggas think you gonna do in that little closet? I say, come and see. Come and see what we we gonna do? They told him, y'all ain't gonna get nothing done until brothers started waking up. And he went over Jersey, which was a stronghold of the Muslims. And he went over there and prophesied on them, and they attacked him. Beat him up bad, put him in the hospital, and eventually he passed away. And the Israelite school, UPK, was in the making by the hand of the Lord. The school of Torah, which started out trying to find its way, was coming to a close. So the brothers, 3 brothers, who you know today as Chief Head Priest Ariyah, Chief Head Priest Marshall, Chief Head Priest Yaquar. Not in that order. Marshall, Ariyah, Yaquar. When the house of Torah lost bidders, and just so you know, when them bitches start telling you online, he ain't got it right, he this, he that, make sure you tell them the nigga was there. Make sure you tell them that nigga was there. And they love to change the scenario to make it look like we're not on our game. I couldn't forget it if I wanted to, because these fellas would make sure I didn't forget this history.